Hello, good afternoon and welcome. I'm very pleased to be joined by Lin and Thomas from TÜV SÜD. TÜV SÜD is obviously a very well-known company, and you've been hard at work here at World Hydrogen Congress, interviewing lots of people. So maybe for those that don't know TÜV SÜD, could you give us an understanding of the work that you're doing?
Well, the DNA of TÜV SÜD is in technical excellence. So we are active in many industries in testing, inspection, certification, and especially in hydrogen, we are active on the whole value chain. So starting from renewable and power generation until the H2 production, infrastructure, storage, and applications. Yeah.
And we're obviously here, we've been hearing a lot about the projects and how I think only 4 to 6% of the announced hydrogen projects have achieved FID. But you're hard at work on that journey to FID and providing, I guess, due diligence for some of the financial parties and stuff. So maybe you can unpick what some of those challenges are that you're helping your clients with.
Yeah, absolutely. So the projects around hydrogen are, first of all, are new projects for many companies. And this is the reason why there are many unknowns, there are many uncertainty around regulations on the supply chain, for example. And this is what makes projects, I would say, difficult to be approved and go through the FID phase. TÜV SÜD, what we do at TÜV SÜD is to help corporate companies and help them remove the uncertainties around hydrogen projects. So we have a long-standing history and expertise in hydrogen. We have been cooperating and working with companies in hydrogen for more than 30 years. And hydrogen is not a new topic for us. And in the pre-FID phase, what we are focusing on currently are mainly the feasibility and pre-feasibility study, which means risk assessment of the projects and technical due diligence, for example. And this is very relevant for investors who would like to have a better assessment, a better insight on the technical side of their investments.
Yeah, crucial work indeed. And you've obviously been talking a lot to the market. You've been interviewing lots of people with your studio here. So Thomas, what are some of the people saying, and what are you picking up from the industry?
Oh, and it's quite a a wide topic, but what I mainly picked up compared to last year is that we're really starting to get into the realization. So last year we talked about announced projects, about what kind of infrastructure do we need, size of the projects, where they're allocated, the complete investment cycle, investment amount. And now we're really talking about bankable projects, like bankable feasibility studies, and this is something that changed. And to add on what Lin said also before on the due diligence side, so what we discover is the three main risks, where to give you concrete examples, are really the robust supply chains. So a lot of people don't think about how to source not only the electrolyzer, but also the rest of the components. I mean, if you talk with ABB, for example, just for a regular transformer, you have to wait 2 years at the moment. And if you then talk about gigawatt projects everywhere around the world, you can think about like how these lead times will grow in the next few years. The second point, what we already see, is the qualified staff. I mean, I was 2 weeks ago in Namibia. We had also colleagues from Namibia, different African countries here. And these gigawatt projects, just taking a look at, for example, the Hyphen project in Namibia, they need 15,000 people to build the plant and then a few thousand to operate it. Yeah. And these are people you need to train and to qualify. And then I think the last point, I think one of our favorite points is the green hydrogen certification or guarantees of origin, how to really manage a system to get hydrogen or derivatives into the European Union. Yeah. I think these are the three main topics people, when trying to get FID, still struggle the most with.
Has there been delays in the regulation really to enable you to make informed decisions around how to certify green hydrogen?
Oh yes, absolutely. This is and so the uncertainty and I would say the geographic discontinuity in regulation is I would say one of the main hurdles in hydrogen projects, and this is the reason why in TÜV SÜD we are developing internal standards, which are, I would say, valid worldwide for hydrogen readiness, for green and low carbon hydrogen certification. This is to enable the market access of hydrogen worldwide. Yeah.
And I noticed you seem to be changing company, Thomas. So maybe you could give us a little bit of understanding to where you're going and what this new name is on your badge.
Yeah, it's not a full change. So it's still part of the TÜV SÜD group. So it's a joint venture. It's called EVITY. It's a joint venture between TÜV SÜD, Open Grid Europe, like one of the largest gas transmission system operators in Europe, and also one of the masterminds behind the European hydrogen backbone, and Horvath, a management consultancy. And the idea in the beginning was because TÜV SÜD as well as OGE, we get a lot of requests from clients on more general questions around hydrogen. So where can I source it from? How much will it cost? What is the willingness to pay, for example, of my customers? What is the offtakes in the different regions? How can I access the markets in, for example, another country, in Europe, North America? And these are questions that, TÜV SÜD and OGE would have loved to answer, but there's a conflict of interest from the TÜV SÜD side and a regulatory barrier on the OGE side. And that's why they founded EVITY, to be able really to accompany these customers, our customers, from the early stage in a project, strategy phase onwards, towards implementation, and then also the TÜV SÜD service, de-risking a project from an early phase, from the strategy until operation. I mean,
fascinating stuff. So yeah, you're going to be answering a lot of those tough questions.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, many thanks. It's been great chatting to you, and great to have you again as partners of World Hydrogen Week. So many thanks.
Thank you, Nadim.
Thank you, Nadim.